What's good, YouTube? It's Rage Rail. So today's video, I want to show you guys what I believe is one of the best split back formations in Madden 23. So if you enjoy this video, go and drop a like on the video right now. Go ahead and sub and turn on post notifications on. So first and foremost, I am in the run and gun playbook. Again, I'm in the run and gun offensive playbook. So before we get started, I just got a couple announcements. Most of you guys know my announcements already. If you are wanting to be in a CFL, please make sure that you go to my website, allthingsmadden.com. The link is in the description. And when you go on the website, you want to go to my CFL section. You'll see it when you click the drop down. You'll see the CFL section. And then you'll want to sign up for the free CFL. So when you sign up, you will get a Discord link in your account. So follow that Discord link and then come join the Discord. So I only have a PS4, so it's only current gen PS4. I will be getting a PS5 probably towards the right around the time the next Madden's gonna drop. I'll probably go ahead and make the switch then. But for now, I really want to rock with my current gen guys. So that's just my personal preference. Now, also, I do have ebooks on my website. And also, if you are on next gen and you want ebooks, I do have Golden Mills on the website. He has his own ebook on there. So make sure you check it out. It's the Patriots offensive ebook. And it really is fire. So make sure you go check it out. And of course, you know, current gen guys, there are ebooks for you as well that I put out. And there's about 10 or 11 formations that I have on there right now. And if you ever want a formation, all you need to do is just go to personal ebook section on the website, and you can request any formation that you want in the game, and I'll get it to you within 24 hours or 48, depending on how many you guys submit stuff to me at a time. So anyways, if you're interested in this full ebook on this particular formation, you can always request it, or any formation. But regardless, let's go ahead and dive right into this video. So the reason I believe this is one of the best split back formations is for a couple reasons. Now, before I talk about personnel, I want to talk to you about you know what, we'll talk about personnel first. Why not? That makes the most sense. So personnel wise, I like to run it with my best receiver in this slot position right here where Dominic Peoples-Jones is. Now, if you want a quicker way to put your best receiver there, you can go to strong slot, and it's going to put your best receiver there. Now, also, if you want to have two running backs in the backfield, you can go to fullback package. Let me go to it. So you can go to fullback package right here, and it's going to put your fullback in. So you would need to go in your depth chart and put your second string running back at your starting fullback spot, and then you'll be able to have two running backs on the field. And then it's going to put your tight end at wide receiver. So if you want to, you know, put an actual wide receiver there, you would need to go to sub, and you'd have to sub in a receiver and then sub him back out. Now, keep in mind, when you do that, you no longer will be able to get him in the backfield, if I'm not mistaken. I don't want to play around with it right now because I want this exactly how I want it, but you can play around with it on your own. But I'm pretty sure you won't be able to get that tight end back in the backfield if you do it this way. I'm pretty sure. I could be wrong. I could be wrong though. Okay, so just check it out yourself. But personally, I think this is the best way to do it with strong slot, because you want your strong player to be in that slot position just for a couple reasons, and we'll get into that in a second. Now, you want speed on the outside. So if your best guy is your fastest guy, just go ahead and put him in this spot or this spot. And whoever your best route runner is, you want them in this spot right here. It's really, really important to have a good route runner in that spot. Now, next thing we will talk about is going to be why I like this formation. So you have power O, which is extremely good. You have read option. So this is why I would run this scheme with the Browns if I was playing the Regs. And also you do have the draw, which is pretty good. So I'm going to show you all those run plays. Now, every single pass play that you see out of here is viable. Yes, literally every single one, probably except for shallow cross. That's the only one I'm not too hot on. But you can make a scheme out of all these. So that's why ebook on this would just be, you know, I think this is one of the better split back formations. So what I'm going to go over in today's video is I want to show you the run plays, and the two passing plays I want to show you is slot post and PA fork. Now, you can actually bomb coverages out of PA fork, and I'm going to show you that here in this, here in a little bit. But slot post, I love it as a main staple play. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to come out and read option. Yeah, I want to come out and read option because I want to show you guys, you know, some things you need to understand about this formation. Now, realistically, you're either going to see a lot of dollar when you come out in this, or you're going to see 3-3-5 normal. So I'm choosing to go against dollar because that's mostly what I go against when I go online. Either it's going to be a cover 3, either it's going to be man coverage, or it's going to be, you know, cover 4 drop. That's really all I see. So what I'm going to do is show you cover 3, cover 2, man coverage, and cover 4 drop. So let's go on and get started on cover 3. Now, one thing you need to know about this formation is that this running back slash tight end spot, he will never be able to touch the ball in this offense. So that's the only downside, is that when you flip the play, the running backs flip. So it would be cool if just the receiver flipped, so that way we could actually have a true two-back offense. But sadly, that is not the case at all. So that's just something I want you to understand. So when you flip the play, you know, your running backs do flip. So it's best to have your starting running back in at the starting running back spot, if that makes sense. Now, read option, this is nothing special. It's just literally your typical read option. You're going to read it, and of course, you know, you're going to keep it, decide how you want to do that. So literally nothing special at all with that, but most people will pinch their defense when they come out in dollar. So that's kind of what I'm going to do. Now, some things I like to do in read option is double team. If they have an athletic D tackle or, you know, a star D tackle, I love the double team, and that's going to help them kind of block it a little better. So let me kind of show you here. As right there, they did give me the keep animation. I'm looking for a give animation. I may just give it next play just so you can see it. And we'll do man coverage this time because, like I said, you'll see a lot of man coverage when you come out with this offense. So we're going to double team them, and I'm going to give it, even though I should have kept it. And you can kind of tell, you know, the block is normally going to be pretty good. It's just literally your typical read option. Literally nothing special about this. So Power O is the same thing. Like I said, most people will pinch. And I'm going to put the user on this side just so you can kind of see the block animations. Now, sometimes I do like to double team this D tackle, but on this play, they naturally are going to double team the D tackle. So I'll just kind of show you that here. But you see why I said I like to double team them, because when you don't double team the D tackle, they really just, you know, if they have like a run stuffer ability like Kenny Clark does, they're really going to disrupt. So that's why I like to double team, you know, anybody that has that run stuff. So we're going to go to a Power O. I'm going to show you one more time, then we're going to keep it moving. So notice how he lit up, but he actually didn't come and actually try to, you know, make a play. So it's just out of habit. I love to double team that D tackle. It really helps out the run. So last thing I want to talk about is the halfback draw. So with the halfback draw, there's literally nothing special about it at all. It's just literally a typical draw. Now, even on draw plays, I do love the double team that D tackle, just because it's going to help out a whole lot. So we're going to go to halfback draw, and we're going to double team him now. Watch what happens now. So notice how he doesn't really get that quick instant shed. Yes, he does make the play, but it's not that quick instant shed like they're used to. So just had to show you that, you know, it definitely does work. Now, moving forward to what you probably clicked on this video for, I really want to start off with slot post. So this play is extremely good. Now, one thing I do want to mention is you don't need to smart route this route, but if it's on like a 1st and 5, 2nd and 6, I love the smart route this route to where it's ran a tiny bit shorter. You can still, you know, get what you want out of this, but it's just it's going to get open a lot better if you can smart route it to be shorter, if that makes sense. So anyways, for the setup, what you want to do is take square. This is versus any zone coverage, I should say. So this setup right here is versus any zone coverage. So what you want to do is take square, put them on a streak, circle, put them on a drag, and you want to take R1, and I like to put them on the out route to the right side of the field. So it's going to look something like this. Now, in practice mode, square out there is probably going to get some weird press animation, just because that's what all Madden practice mode does when you play cover 3 press. But if they do that, I'm just going to back off the cornerback. So let's see. So notice, like I said, how you press them. That's just really never going to happen. So what it does is kind of throws off the timing of the play. But that's fine, because I want to show you where the gap is going to be created when you run this. So from now on, I'm a baseline, because like I said, realistically, this just does not happen in game. That it's one of the things that's aggravating when they do stuff like that. Now, if for some reason somebody's dumb enough to play cover 3 in there and you see press animations, put your fastest player out here, literally whoever your fastest player is, and then just see if you can win off a foot race, because a lot of times that's just not going to happen. But anyways, what I wanted to show you is that this is going to be your gap right here. Now it's going to be right here. You can throw this ball, or you're going to be able to throw it right up in here, because normally they're going to be a little bit further down the field. So love this gap right here. And the user, you want to run this play when the user is on the right side of the field, which most of the time players do like to tend to stay on this strong side of the formation with their user, because this is considered the weak side of the formation. So normally people are going to use the strong side hook zone. So what they're going to do is either have to choose between this post or this angle route, and that's pretty much the premises of it. Now, if they're playing zone drop, you want to look to dump that ball underneath. So wanted to take the time to really make sure you understood that, so that way the rest of the video, it'll make sense. Now, I'm going to spy Kenny Clark, because I really need time just to show you this route. So again, square on the streak, circle on the drag, R1 on our out route. Now, technically you could put them on a swing route, but I like the out route a little bit better. That's just personal preference. But now I kind of want to show you X. So what I was trying to show you is that gap right there is what you're going to look for. Now, I love this versus anything other than cover 2. So cover 3, cover 4, it'll even work against match coverage, but please do not run this against cover 2, and I'll show you why here in a second. But next thing I kind of want to show you too is going to be this angle route. Now, since the CPU is, you know, on the hook zone, it's not going to be open where we want it. But basically what's going to happen is that you're going to be able to have that in that gap if that user's not there. So you really want to read that user. Now, next thing I'll show you too is the drag route. So I want to show you why I like this drag route. I mean, it's not like it's just a special drag route or anything. I mean, it just gets open in a nice spot. That's all. They'll have to put a hard flat to be able to play it. So if you want to, you could just literally pick them apart between the angle route and the drag route. I really love that little concept right there. So slot post. Next thing I want to show you is versus cover 4 drop, because I need to show you that it definitely does work. So square on the streak, circle on the drag, R1 on the swing route, and then we're going to go ahead and snap the ball. So what you're going to notice is that X is going to get open in the same exact spot. Now right there, I shouldn't have threw it that fast. I was going to throw it a little earlier, but I decided to wait half a second, but that's fine because I want to show you where you can throw this ball at. Now, because it's really important for cover 4 drop, just because this guy technically can make a play if you don't throw it in the right window. So versus cover 4 drop, you could throw this ball right now. This is where you'd want to throw it if you want to throw it across the middle, because like I said, the user is going to be trying to read right here, and the minute he goes down, you can throw this ball right now, which I'll show you in a second. But another thing you can do is kind of wait, and then you could wait, and you could throw this ball on the sideline. So I'm gonna show you both of them, both scenarios. Now I'm gonna spy this end out here, because you're gonna have to, if you want to throw it late, you're gonna need time in the pocket. Now in a real game, you will have time to let that route develop on the sideline, but in practice mode, I just don't get that much time. So if you want to throw it, you gotta like drift, and then once you drift, then you have enough room to throw that ball. So you could throw it late, or you could throw it early. So we are still in cover 4 drop. So let's go back to slot post. Here we go with the setup. And like I said, you could definitely throw this ball early if you want to. So just notice how they'll never be able to make that play. That's why I like my best route runner there. Really helps out a lot. Now, cover 2, I saved this for second to last for a reason, because there is a way we can bomb cover 2, which I'll show you. That's part of the next play. Actually, you know what? Let's make this make more sense. So let's go back to slot post, and then let's actually go to man coverage. And I'm going to show you cover 2 dead last. So versus man coverage, this post is good, except that they play a deep half. So if they have a man coverage shell that looks like this, I don't like this play, because there's other plays we can run versus man coverage, because this one's too deep. Now, if they do something like, hold on. If they do something like this, something like this, something like this, something like this, you know, if they do something like that, any one of those, then it's fine, you know. So just nothing that looks like this. Okay, so if they have that deep half over there, it's not going to work. So what I'm going to do is simulate them not having it. Why? Because we would not call this play if they have a deep half, if that makes sense. I wouldn't call this setup. So what you can still do, you can still take square, put them on a streak, and you could actually do the same exact setup. Excuse me, you could do literally the same exact setup, because what you're going to do is have your best player here, and you're just banking on the fact that your best player is better than that cornerback. That's literally all you're going to bank on. And notice how we can kind of throw it underneath right there, and we have a nice little game. Now, another thing you can do if you're playing man coverage, and they're playing some type of shell, you know, something, you know, where they're not putting two deep halves. If they're not doing that, you can actually technically take square, put them on a drag. You could do a double drag concept, and you could just do something like this. Now, the reason we're doing this is because we want to choose between the angle route, and we're going to choose between X. Or technically, you can take square and just put them on a zig. But the only thing I don't like about this is that circle's going to end up running into the zig eventually. So all we're trying to do is just create space to where we can hit triangle, or we can hit R1. We're just trying to read the user. Where does the user want to go? Does he go for triangle? Nope, he's going to go there. So now we're going to throw a nice dot right there for an easy completion. So anyways, a couple other things I want to talk about. PA fork. So PA fork versus cover 2 is going to be the last thing I want to show you. So versus cover 2 and versus cover 4 drop is what we're going to want to do. So we're going to take square right here, put him on a comeback route, and then I like to take X and actually motion him across. So this will bomb cover 2 and cover 4 drop. So basically we're going to read between X, and we're going to look at circle. So look at how circle's going to get open. I threw that way too early, but it's still going to be open the same exact way. So I want to show you one more time, and I'm spying them. I'm spying these two just so you can see that we have time. All right, so PA fork, square on the comeback. We're gonna take X. Sometimes I do like the smart route, X's route, and then we're gonna motion them over just like this. And sometimes I do like to cancel the play action. So if you cancel it, just hit R2 to cancel the play action, and then just look at how open that is. And that's versus cover 2. So easy way to bomb cover 2. So last thing I want to show you is cover 4 drop, how we could bomb that. Now I'm gonna spy these two just because, but you don't need a ton of time. Now if they're playing cover 4 drop, I highly recommend you to cancel the play action, because if you do not cancel the play action, they're gonna drop back a little too deep. So I'll show you that. Notice how he takes like all those extra steps up, and you're gonna really have to step up in the pocket to make that throw. And sometimes you won't be able to step up. So cancel the play action on cover 4 drop. But that's gonna wrap it up for this video. I do hope you have a blessed day. I'm Rage Real, and I'm out.